Generic greetings and welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies. Today's beverages is strawberry milkshake with, I believe, almond milk instead of the usual. So very tasty indeed and a little bit different. So in the previous episode of Airships, we were once again messing around a little bit, and we got design and fight up to the airship editor and then open up the hull, which was our attempt to make a vessel that is useful with the aerial charges, the suspending aerial charges, and it was okay. It wasn't overly effective and certainly is not pound for pound, cost efficient when you are facing, say, like just a vessel with cannons. But it did have a couple of really good uses, and that was area denial, which you could just basically put up a massive field. If you go through it, you pretty much die, which is always good. The second option is that it can do a hell of a lot of damage, especially to larger, slow-moving targets. Basically, the bigger the enemy, the harder they fall. And that was good. So it has its uses, but it was a bit of a gamble. Didn't entirely pay off, but we didn't go bankrupt, if that analogy works. Anyway, so let's go over to this time the landship editor, because in this episode we're taking the rulebook and completely flinging it out the window and making something utterly ludicrous. And you may ask, well, why are you doing that? And my answer is to simply ignore your question and continue building. What we want to do is make a vessel that is all about melee, and we're building it around probably flamethrowers, saw blades, ramming, and specifically a harpoon gun. And you might be thinking, well, why would you place a harpoon gun? Well, that's because it can drag into the target and force this as a ram, and I think that's what we're going to do. So, let's go ahead and see what we can make. This is completely and utterly insane. It probably won't work. It'll be useless and overpointed, but hopefully it will be fun, and that is sort of the point. So what we're going to do is have at the bottom, we'll have this thing here. We want to make it as cheap as possible because we'll probably use a lot of these, although one could argue you should probably make it quite armoured, because if you're going to be versing, say, static structures, you want to get in there quickly and then stay alive as long as you can. And if you have loads of these, obviously only one can melee at any one time, so I don't know. We'll just have to go with one and see what happens. I don't yet know, but we'll see. So we've got this saw blade, which will be on the bottom. Speaking of on the bottom, let's check out... I'm going to place that there for now. I'm going to check out the propulsion here, and we can see we've got large legs. We've got all manner of motive systems. I think, to be honest with you, just standard tracks is the way forward, as light as possible in this particular case. And just, it's called the Catastrophe, which I think is a fairly apt name for this thing, so we're probably going to stick with that. What I'm actually going to do is move it up, because I've just realised... Oh, no, I don't need to move it up. That can happily go there. What I want to do is go to weapons, and then down to the cowcatcher ram. That can go there. We will then place... I don't know if we need to place another one. I think that is totally fine. And then two harpoon guns will go there. Although maybe pulling them back a little bit is way forward. Maybe not. We'll put them there. So it'll come in. It'll just slam into it. And then you've got the saw blade. And then you've got that. In terms of other weapons, you could go with a giant flamethrower. Obviously, it is quite close range. So that'll do the job quite nicely. You've got grape shot cannons. You've got... What else have you got? Spiked ram. Probably not the way forward. You've also got what could be a decent one, actually, is the acid spitter, because it's quite a short range. If we check that, it is blast damage 10, splash distance 8 meters, so quite good. Direct damage 30, and it does have a maximum range of 85 meters. Not very good. Let me check out the flamethrower. We'll go for the flamethrower here, and it is a maximum range of 35 meters, so naturally a lot shorter. But the thing is, with these here, I don't think... Oh, no, we do need some unit of coal. So this uses coal, whereas these actually take ammo. Right. So probably need a small ammo store and maybe a... I think small everything, because it's not going to survive long, is it? So, yeah, probably a small coal store and a small ammo store is pretty much all we'll need. But we'll see how we get on. I'm trying to think, do we need to add any more to this? I'm really not sure. I'm really not too sure. We can either go big and have it as like a heavy steel armor, like a really big absolute unit of a tank, or we could just go wood armor, cheap and cheerful, spam. Quite frankly, if we build with a heavy steel armor, once we finish the rest of it, this box is going to be about £1,000. So Yeah, probably not the way forward. Let's go ahead and build it as cheap as possible. So, coal store. We do need a coal store. That would work. Do I need that much coal? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Command and crew. Quarters on the top. Cockpit. Here. Ammo store. Small ammo store. Here. Ah, there's no way up, so I'll have to go there. And then connect the dots, basically. Wooden supply hatch. Corridor ladder. Technically legitimate. Speed 53. That's not too bad. Crew 12, recommended 12. Bang on the money. Let's see what happens if we will put the heavy steel armor. It's... What about massive stone wall? No, it's too heavy. I mean, 800 as opposed to 600. But the fact is that that might be better. It might be better. We can only try it, right? Let's give that a go. Decoration. Do you want a mouth on it and eyes? Yeah. Put that on. With a nameplate. Actually, we'll put that up there. That can go up to there. Steel nameplate. Catastrophe. I mean, we should really just put the just line the whole thing, because it is definitely a catastrophe. And we'd like some flames on the back. Like flames the other way, but we're not going to fit that on. Okay. That'll do for now. So, utterly ridiculous. Save design. Normally we name them after cities, towns and that, but I think catastrophe is reasonable. See, I was going to make a little off joke there about renaming it and say, oh, well, X is disaster of a city, but then guarantee that, you know, that would be crass and piss people off. Leave there, and we'll see what this is like. So, combat, nice flat grade, that's fine. Landship, catastrophe. Place it there so it crushes that tree. And I guess building. Dark cube. What are they on? I'm on 800. That's the shell armor, that one. So we'll go with a version. We'll go with a version 2. Dark Cube V2. We'll give it a fighting chance. as if we have a chance. I'll put it at the back there. We'll see what happens. Start the fight. Ram to there. Go. So it's going to go forward. And oh my god, it is so slow. I didn't expect it to be this slow. I mean, I know I did read what it says. But, I mean, yeah. We're going to go with launch tether at that. So here we go. It'll get close and hopefully this will speed it up. And there's a fire and we can't put fires out. So I should probably alter that. And there's the grapple and it is actually making it move forward faster. It is making it move forward faster. And we're in. Okay. And the grapple's causing it to have some interesting behaviours. But it is actually working. That's not right. Let's be honest with each other. Did either of us think that was going to work? Right. I can't believe that. It's sample size of 1. That could be a fluke. Landship editor. Open the design. Catastrophe. Right. Okay. We need to make it quicker, but I don't know how to do that. Propulsion. mean, we could... Are legs worth it? 2 sets of small legs. No, because it can't have that. So it's going to be medium legs. Far too heavy. Far too heavy. So it have to be large legs, which is just... I mean, there's ridiculous and there's ridiculous, isn't there? Tracks. We've just used tracks. Spider legs. Even more ridiculous. Large tracks. No. So tracks. It's... Yeah. Just, it is what it is. What if we move that ram? Apparently, removing the ram makes it slower. Sorry? What? No. No ram. 40. Ram. 43. Grand ram. 26. Apparently the cowcatcher ram increases the weight by a considerable amount if you look. Goes from 1287 to 1537. But it speeds it up. Maybe it's because of the aerodynamic efficiency of the cowcatcher ram. But I'm not going to argue with it and say probably bug, but we'll stick that on. I'm tempted to put some more harpoons on it. But then again, do I need it? I don't think so. What I do want to have, right in the centre there, fire extinguisher. Just a little one. Little micro one. Move that. Put steel supply hatch on. Bit heavier. And let's put a bomber on the top. No. How much of that? Oh, that makes it very expensive. I mean, something like that isn't unreasonable as well, because it would probably work quite well. It would probably work quite well because you get that swarm effect. But then again, every time you add one of these, you're increasing the cost, and that's not what this is about. We're starting to get on that sort of cultist pinnacle. Ooh, that's cool. You're starting to get onto this feature creep thing. And we've seen in a lot of these previous episodes that that's not what we're about. When we're doing the opposite, we're stripping it down and making what was, in some cases, a good idea work because we didn't over-creep it. Or, in other cases, stupid ideas that didn't work, then now start to work because of what we did. I mean, we could put marine barracks on it. That's not unreasonable. Get boarding in. But our objective really was just melee, and you put that on there and it's making the cost go up. Air Dragoons would be cool. Don't know if you've seen those before. Air Dragoons have got like suspendium backpacks. Houses 3 Air Dragoons, boarding troops equipped with suspendium backpacks, so they just sort of fly, like go off and fly. We should really do at some point a full Air Dragoon like base carrier, so just swarm. That's probably going to be a future build. Spider Bay, no. Guard post, no. No, save design. Save it. Overwrite it. It's not a version 2. Literally 2 changes. Combat. Landship. Catastrophe. Place. Building. Now that's a challenge. White lookout. Normally we'll put it right at the back. Let's try. I mean, it is massively overpointed. But quite frankly, this is what it would face. I mean, normally we'd get probably 2 of these for that one, and we'd field other things as well, but this is just, you know, an exclusive standalone test. Launch tethers at that. So you see it's getting closer. Outside view, see it has taken a fair amount of damage there. If we lose the weapon, we're screwed, obviously. But here we go. There's the tethers. We have lost command. We're getting closer. We're getting underneath the cannons, and we're in melee. There we go. And... right, so the only thing left was the ram. Right, that was ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Okay, building. Same again. Place that in there. Land ship. Catastrophe. 1, 2. Oh, we're well overpointed. Well overpointed. Try it again. Start. Ram. Ram at 2. I went through and I don't want to go through. I think I want to just go to there. But the grapples... It was actually... The idea from this didn't come about because I wanted to make a melee vessel. I wanted to put grapples on a ground ship, which we've done before, but it was with that hopper. We made it so we had a small-legged hopper, which the armor on it was the dragon, the suspendium turtle stuff, the turtle armor. Don't know what it's called, carapace thing, whatever. And it makes you float. So that's exactly what happened. But there you go. We're getting closer. We're going to go into rapid fire because why the hell would we not? We're getting underneath the guns. We have managed to get here. But this is where we are going to probably struggle here. Now, I've not told it to go any further. But it is happily just chewing away at the structure. The explosion there. And this is where we have a problem. Because it's still trying to grapple. And all that's going to happen now is it's going to get... Yeah, that happened to it. But... That's a lot of damage done. Let's go for a reasonable fight. Combat. Building. We'll load that thing again. At the back. Land ship. Catastrophe. Land ship. No. Land ship. How many points do we have to go around with? A little bit. Probably a mini tank would go in quite well. Yeah, there's a harpoon walkers that I mentioned. I'm just looking at cost here. Bomber tank, no. Mini cannon tank. And, oh, little mini hussar tank. And the Ray. Sponsons mini torp. Torp might be quite good, and it's about the right cost. Yeah, pretty much bang on. And that is a very mini. Start the fight. Immediately that goes on to aimed fire. This thing goes to ram. And to be honest, it's going to do it anyway, so we might as well just say ram to the other side of that. That's some nice lighting there. Oh, it's because of the... It's because of the colours of this. I thought it was like a, you know, the sun's over there type thing. But that was quite nice. Anyway, so shots out, as you can see, mostly missing. So that's not firing. Oh, it is now. You can hear the shots going out. Duck as that goes straight past. Get rid of the trees. That ram is very important. Without that ram, we wouldn't be taking out the bulk of that tree. So here's the first torpedo. Good hit. Good hit. Launch tether. So we've already taken a big chunk out there. Obviously, we're still... This is the danger zone now. This is the time when we are in... Very close to... Well, we missed one of the tethers there. We're very close into the torpedoes and the other shots. And we're just, you know, not there. And hopefully we don't get hit by one torpedo. Good. Good hit. Good hit. So there we go. And what I'm going to do is tell it to move and back off. Back off. That's it. That's it. Come on. I'm trying to pull this down. I might have to cut the tethers here. I might have to cut tethers. Cut tethers. We come back. Right. So we've seen that basically there's not much we can do there. Please take this section out. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Come on. Okay, ram forward to... Oh, we can't give it orders. No. Ah, just lost the command center. And the crew. And it's on fire. And, you know, all the others. That was textbook what we wanted to happen. We wanted it to... We did the damage. We went in. We hit it with this. Did all the damage. And then once the torpedo came in and split it in half and it dropped down, then we would go forward again and take it out. So close to perfect. That's a good hit. That's a very good hit. realistically then. Just us versus him, and we've lost. We can't put the fire out. Oh, looks like it is getting put out. No, it's just spreading. Unless this torpedo can take all their guns out, we've lost. It's looking good. Nice, perfect. Perfect. That's gone down. Secondary explosion's there. It's just that now. But we are probably burning. There's another torpedo. I mean, that is some loyal crew. The whole vessel's on fire. It is made of wood, by the way. You see? Just wooden wall, I think. And... yeah. Good hit again, but... that's very, very, very reliable crew, that. Very loyal. Just firing very highly explosive torpedoes in a wooden vessel that's currently on fire. I'm hoping we can get one more shot off. I'm just listening. That doesn't sound good, does it? That doesn't sound good at all. Nope. No, we've been burnt right down to the ground. So, technically this is still armed because it's got that ram. And it can't destroy me. But I can't give it orders. So, yeah. Oh, shots fired from right to left are less accurate, so actually that was in our favour, that. So we'll leave that. We'll go back to combat. See, this would be a time when this is basically when we go, we can't field that, because there's no way it's getting up that hill. Leave, combat. No, let's get a bit more. Somewhere in between the two, please. That's fine. We'll have it as a... you see, it actually changes the trees as well. We'll have it as a... I don't know. Rain? Yeah. So, building. Land fortress. Again, we would place it probably back here. So we'll do just that. And land ship. Catastrophe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. We're a little bit overpointed, but that'll do us. Click on this. Click RAM. Click to the other side of it. Go. Now I have a feeling that what's going to happen is the first one is going to lose its tracks or something, or it'll stop and the rest will just ram into it and destroy it. And that's exactly what's happened. Do you know what's actually happened? Yeah, it rammed the back and destroyed the motor systems. So we sort of expected that. Okay, try that again. Land fortress. Fortry. There's only one of them. Actually, there's two of them because I placed one over there. Delete. Landship. Catastrophe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start. These. Ram. To there. Go. It's a flat ground, so we should be fine on that one. Trundling along quite nicely. But what I'll do is I'll put these in position, and then I will tell each one of them to individually tether. So the first one has got a tether order. And there's a fire put out. Don't know whether it was put out because of the rain or whether it's put out because of the... oh, it stopped. It stopped. Temporarily stopped there, but it's still getting closer. There's the tethers. There's going to be an explosion. There's the ammo gone. So we can't fire. And there we go. There's the problem. So tether at the back. We've tethered. Yeah, this is what I thought. This is why we don't normally do melee vehicles, because basically they are utterly useless. Utterly useless when you get multiples of them like that. And, oh, we managed to pull ourselves right through. Sadly, we've lost the gun. But there you go, at least we're near it, and we're ramming into it. And, to be honest, because of the grapple actually he got quite far. So, keep going forward. You might actually start to hit the thing now. Grapple, there. And it's going to pull itself forward. Watch, it'll probably do a little jump. There it is! There it is! There's the damage. There's the damage. Keep going. Right, that's what we need. That's what we need. Tell the ram to there. We've lost legs. We lost motor systems, rather. So we're going to grapple. And I don't know how it's floating. I don't think the game likes the grapple. Because you can see it's sort of floating, or is it on that? I don't know. And we've lost command of that one. Okay. So it actually did more damage than I expected. Mainly to themselves, admittedly, but that's still damage. Can't order these around. You can see grapples are still going out. If that would pull forward, it would work. But it seems to be stuck in the midair. So I don't know why that's the case. I can't give orders to these two. It's going to be an explosion there. That's gone. Oh, there you go. Do you see that? It actually, once that bit blew up, it really launched itself forward. But we did take the front out. Okay, so that was a defeat. Let's try. Landship. Catastrophe. And airship. Coventry. It's a little bit overpointed. But let's try it. I want to see if we can grapple on. I have a feeling it's not going to work. It's getting closer. There's the grapple. Got onto it. Grapple. Grapple's out. And it is simply heavier, as we expect. It's towing it towards us. Alright. Hang on. We're getting there. Move. Flip. There you go. Come on. There we go. That's good. That's start chewing the back there. That's what we want. So that one ran back to there. I want to just get it moving. Oh, they're stuck. They're stuck. It's these wedges. I think they're glitched because it makes it lighter and it's doing stuff like that. I think there's a problem there. Right. Didn't expect this to work at all, but the fact that we did manage to do a bit of melee was interesting. Okay, let's try something that it might actually be useful at. Landship. Catastrophe. Landship. What can face it? Something around about the same price. There's a Medusa, which is... that's acid. Well, it's about the same cost, so... Could we reasonably put that against it? I guess we could. We'll put it there. It has to be close range anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. I'm going to say ram to there. See, it's getting close to us. It's going to cause so much damage. And good grief. I thought I was the ramming vessel, but apparently it really is intent on getting close. But there's only one winner there. Quite decisive win for us, and it was more expensive. Okay, fine. Combat. Landship. The Winter. What a good vessel. One of the few things that we made that was sensible, and it worked amazingly well. Great vessel. Unlike the Catastrophe. We're a little bit overpointed, but I think that's not unreasonable there. Ramp to there. It's probably going to back up. Yes, it is. I just seem to be backing up. It is. It's backing up. And it actually moved quite fast. It's a very balanced vessel, that thing. It's got good... I've lost the command. Get the grapples on. Grapples are on. Good. Good. Ordering the other ones to move. There you go. Come on. Get closer. Get closer. And there we go. Tell the ramp to there. Going to keep the pressure on with the other two. And what on earth? It's lost all of the bottom. The whole track setup just fell off. And that's their guns gone. Wow. Well, I did say that this was ridiculous. And that's all this was about. Quite frankly... Why did that stop? Oh, yeah. Because it can't go. It's oh, good grief. Yeah, it's got no command. Hang on. Ram back to there. It can't. It's these rams here. These cowcatcher rams or whatever they're called. They're not working. This one's not under command. We've won this fight. Well, I should say we should have won this fight. Because we can't. I'm saying ramp to there and it won't move. That one, I'm just going to flip. Just try no, it's not. It can't do anything. They're stuck. That one's stuck on that. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's moving. Good. See that? It's like sucked under the ground there. So we'll say ram to there. No, it's stuck in the ground. Okay. When in doubt, ram it out. Didn't work. Look at that. It's that ram. Well, it might just be the contact, point-to-point contact in general. But in my experience, rams shouldn't do that. I know it's trying to get over. But that's a bit extreme. All it's going to do now is skip a little bit ahead and then, yeah, there you go. It's like one of those mountain goats you see climb up dams and stuff. Oh god, it's moving forward as well. Right. And that's moving as well. Come on. I hope the tracks activate. Yes! We're good. Right, keep going, keep going, keep going. Eventually that ram's going to break. Yes, there's something funky going on there. I don't know if I put cultist crew on, but generally normal crew can't make it levitate. It's not going to move again. Okay. That's... Oh, there we go. Right. So now we get a little bit of a run up. And go. Brilliant. Is that all the run up I could manage, was it? I think it was. That one's still stuck on the ground. That's just not happening. That's not moving. I'm very tempted to change that ram and change it to something else, but any bigger ram that we put on won't work because it's too heavy, so we'd have to then change the rest of it. I thought I'd ram back there and see if it pushes it off, but it obviously just... It's like the immovable object. And now it's jammed on that ram because, of course, it is. So move forward. See, it's just that section that's remaining. And no. Okay, not going to continue on that one because, quite frankly, pointless. So, that is the catastrophe. Original intention was to have a melee ground ship, which we have done before, but use them harpoon launchers. They are surprisingly good because it keeps dragging you forward, and when you destroy the section with that saw blade, which to be fair you do destroy very quickly because it does a lot of damage, it then relaunches and keeps pulling you in, which is excellent. That's what you need for that. Overall, concept was not sound because having a melee short range, well, I can say short range, well, melee is generally short range. Having a vessel that is short range, no guns, it's just got harpoon launchers and a saw, on something that isn't very big was always a flawed concept because, as you can see, once one blocks the way, you can't get past. On top of that, the whole weird issue with these rams, I don't know if it's those rams specifically, or rams in general, or just boarding in general. Let's move forward a little bit. Eventually something will probably give, and we might be able to get there, but yeah. So, I'd probably try and change another ram. I'd probably try and change the ram, see what that will be like. That will be the next attempt at doing something a bit different. And then, if that doesn't work, maybe just put some blocks in. I don't know, I think we do need the rams. But overall, not bad. There is, I think, some merit in thinking about doing a much bigger version. So have it on probably spider's legs, because they're fast and heavy and can take you over the trees instead of ramming on them. Legs of some kind perhaps, or even just big tracks, but I think the legs would get us where we need to go quicker. Another weapon, another one of those on, the saws, and more harpoon launchers. That would probably be better. It would cost more, probably, I'm going to guesstimate double the cost, maybe more. Probably around the $2,000 area. Ballpark figure, depending on how we make it, obviously. But that could be something to try out. If that's something you want to see, the biomails, let me know. Any other suggestions for builds, changes on this build, etc., then yeah, let me know. Catastrophe, aptly named, but as always, nice little bit of fun there, messing around, trying something a bit different. If you have any suggestions for things, like I said, put them in the comments and we'll go from there. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.